I worry about the continued gutting of Parliament and making it irrelevant. I worry about the
No, Parliament makes itself irrelevant. Like I say, MPs, if they get together, and it can be cross-party or within the party, they have sovereignty, they have power if they choose to assert it.
Yes.
The only people who make Parliament irrelevant are the MPs themselves, because they don't understand the power they've got, or have an unwillingness to use it, or stay in traditional party lines. And that's actually why I would prefer, ideally, to see directly elected governments, and you elect your constituency MPs separately, and then you have MPs who form their own parties, but they stand, regardless of whether they're in the governing party, they still stand in opposition. They will assist the government, but the government doesn't have its inherent payroll vote. And you don't get MPs conforming to the party line in order to get their next junior ministerial position and work their way up the ladder. If you take away that and you're just an MP and you will only ever be an MP, that gives them much more independence of thought, and that makes them better at scrutinising government.
Fair enough. I mean, one issue that we've discussed is that the British government spends 45 pence out of every pound that is generated in this country's economy. Out of every pound of GDP, 45 pence is government spending.
Yeah.
What you're describing requires resources.
Yeah.
And there is no, I mean, what would have to change on the spending front to allow for this rebuilding of the administrative capability and the enforcement capability of the state? It would have to be welfare that goes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of low-hanging fruit.
Is there?
The British welfare system has generated more invalids than both world wars combined.
Right.
So you start from that base point. And I certainly think that there's a lot of pensioners getting government money that they don't actually need. And since we've abolished the contributory system in all but name, then we have to have a look at means testing. I don't know if the current model is sustainable, but of course, if you don't want to fund it with cuts, you could always, I don't know, maybe grow the economy by building power stations instead of weather-dependent windmills. That's possibly an option. And instead of taxing jobs out of existence, you maybe reduce the rate of national insurance so more people are actually working and acquiring skills, maybe even starting businesses, and then you've got more of a tax base. I kind of feel that we would have more to spend on local services if we didn't have a government that was absolutely committed to destroying any free and useful economic activity.
If you enjoyed this piece of premium content from the Lotus Eaters, head to our website where you can find more.